All right, we're live, folks. 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're over here in San Diego, California, and we are going to talk today about my 13th or 15th largest entrepreneurial goof, and give you guys some information that hopefully will make you take some better paths in decision making. So I thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. If you're watching this video live, just write live in the comments, and don't forget to leave a number between 1 and 100 to win my my third favorite entrepreneurial book. So I find there's probably dozens that I find useful, but there's a top, probably a top five. And I've already given out my first and second favorite. My third favorite goes out this week. So today we're going to talk about paid advertising versus free advertising. And a big part of that discussion is how it's changed over the last 25 years. So when I first started my business, there was a book, and it was called, I want to say it's called Guerrilla Marketing, and there was a couple different versions of it. And what that meant was guerrilla marketing is like, shoestring budget, doing things with sweat equity, things like, going business to business. The whole idea of guerrilla marketing is back then the big companies would just spend lots of money on ads, billboards, radio, TV, et cetera, et cetera. And the small businesses, maybe didn't have the budget for that, so they would have to be more creative and more, more hardworking. And so a lot of the marketing tactics required very little in the way of financial output, but a lot more in the way of time and energy. And when you first start your business, oftentimes you'll find that you have more time than money. And although it always seems like that's the case, as you grow, you'll get to the point where you'll find that your time and your energy and your mental energy and your the effort you do to make things happen becomes worth more than saving, $35 because you don't want to pay for a Facebook ad, or back then it was a flyers, or like I mentioned before, we used to have these penny saver coupons and direct mailers and things like that. And so the marketing, and when I first started my business, there was internet marketing wasn't a thing. It was in its infancy. It was really direct mail, coupon packs, flyers, door hangers, yellow pages ads, things like that. And a lot of those things cost a lot of money. And the challenge with the money is it took a long time before you realized whether it was working or not, which brings us to today. So you still have the guerrilla marketing concept. You can still go out and do door hangers and flyers and things like that. But what you'll find quickly is with the tools available to you today, it becomes very easy to make the calculation and go, well, if I spend $50 doing this paid marketing event, it will save me 10 hours of my time, that's $5 an hour. That's a really easy calculation. But if you're like, well, if this ad campaign is going to cost me $3,000, and I might get similar results if I spent 10 hours of my time, well, that's $300 an hour. That's a different calculation. But so the mistakes that I made is, as my business grew, as I got busier, and as my role as the entrepreneurial leader, the CEO, if you will, became more about generating revenue and less about doing busy work, it became harder to justify some of the tactics that require a lot of time, a lot of physical energy. So I ended up really doing some calculations, like I just mentioned, about whether or not it was worth it to do paid marketing. And there's a place for guerrilla marketing at all levels of your business. Even if you're making $6 million a year in sales and you have a team of 10 people, there's still a time and a place for that kind of effort. But I want you to think really long and hard about the calculations and time and energy investment, and more importantly, the redirection of your resources as an entrepreneur, as a leader. I'm assuming you're a leader of your business, or you're in a management position where your skill set is higher level tasks to generate revenue, generate clients. Maybe you are providing the service that people are paying for. Paid marketing is really important, and it should be really a main part of what you're doing, especially because now the tools are so much better. Again, you can run a digital campaign and you can get feedback within a day or two of whether or not it's working. So you can decide whether you want to put more money into it or whether you want to pull the money out and move it to a different place. Again, as I mentioned in my marketing video, back in the old days, if you spent $3,000 doing a direct mailer, you spent the money up front, and it would be days or weeks before you found out if you got any responses, and so your ability to course correct was really limited. So again, I think this is day 13 of 15 of my biggest entrepreneurial groups. I'm sharing this with you so you can avoid some of the pitfalls that I've gone through in my entrepreneurial career. And if you're watching this live, write live in the comments. If you're watching replay, write replay. Pick a number between 1 and 100, and I will give up my third favorite entrepreneurial book, and it is February 2nd. So obviously, if you're watching this a replay down the line, or if you're watching it on my YouTube or my Instagram channel, probably won't be able to do the drawing for you. But hey, leave a comment anyway. I love to hear your thoughts on this. So I'm going to wrap this up real quick. I'm just going to go over the topic was paid versus free marketing, advertising, etc. And you have to do the calculation of whether or not the time and the investment of resources that you spent into free marketing would be better served by paying either an agency or paying for digital traffic or a service that kind of handles it for you. So that's a calculation only you can make. If you have more time than money, then guerrilla marketing is great. With the free marketing stuff. If you have time as a valuable asset, then you should look into paid marketing. All right, this is Coach Daryl Johnson, Harvard Trust West. You know where to find me. I'm here. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. My YouTube channel is up and running. I still have to get the graphic uploaded. But if you search Harvard's Coach Daryl, you'll find me. And my goal with this series is to give you enough content to help you avoid the challenges of losing money and time and resources so that you can really focus on developing your business and serving your clients and giving them the products and the services that they really, really desire. So Coach Johnson out. Have a fantastic day. I will talk to you all.